What's up? I think I'm talking to myself at the moment. Kind of weird doing an unscheduled live stream, but wife's got to do homework, and I am sick and tired of watching TV and stayed in tonight, so I've got to do an operation hit here on Conveyor. Only choke point, only, hey, what's going on, people? Good to see ya. So, I'm in task force called Triangle 5. We are, doing the 5-man thing. As you can see, we are somewhere. We might be off the leaderboards. Fat fingers, shout out. What? Are we on the leaderboard still today? There we go. Number 48. Just started the task force. What did we start at? 63 days ago, and we're up to 32 today. So climbing, doing choke point. Basically, daily we've been floating between choke point, foxtrot, curtain call, kind of trying to find the sweet spot. I think I'm going to attack Conveyor at the moment. What's going on? Hopefully that worked out pretty well. Taco Cat! So what I'm going to do here, Moose Knuckles, what I'm going to do is I'm hoping to use the hopper network and jump around and hit like 15 operations or something ridiculous during my full boost. I'm also going to be showing off I'm going to be trying some ridiculous things using Everspark. Everspark and her maxed or level 4 explosive charges, and then I'm going to be using some private bullet. Full boost, full boost at 750 VP, you can basically wreck everyone with your eyes closed. Maybe I'll do an eyes closed attack too. Either way, it's just going to be lots and lots of silly stuff, and we'll see how it goes. What the heck? Yeah, I actually upgraded the Universal Remote account to 5, which was dumb. This account has 7 GBE. Let's boost them, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I started out counting the GBE statues, and then I just forgot about that. So I'll show you what this account's stuff looks like. I found that 7.3 is just ridiculous and so much fun on PvP. And works very well for, what do we got here? 213 GBE. Like, you can just destroy everything. Like, just absolutely waste GBE and still have 127 left, 130 left. So, a shout out for your girl, Julia. Julia! I don't know, there's probably a song that involves the word Julia, but I don't know one. So, Vietnam. Dang me. I'm not going to check out your video. Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something. Maybe someday. Probably not the best time, though. Let's get a masterpiece cooking. So, the thing about the 5-man deal is I haven't hit... the last time I hit Conveyor was, I want to say, 2 years ago. So I'm a little bit nervous about this hit to start things off. I'm going to park right behind these two cannons, right about there is my thinking. I'm going to have to shock the shock launcher, going to have to shock the rocket launchers, going to have to shock the mortars, and shock the rocket launchers. So 4 shocks, 1.3 million, pretty light on the, what's going on, Akash? Pretty light on health, but again, I don't know this, and this is going to be a sexy hot beach, so I'm going to have to do smoking, going to have to clear a couple boom mines, gonna have to clear a bunch of mines in here. Thankfully only level 20, so I can hit one of them by accident or on purpose. So enough of that. Let's just actually I probably shouldn't use warriors. I also have endless reserves on this account. I have endless reserves on 3 accounts, which is a little bit on the ridiculous side of things, but you gotta do it sometimes. So where's my water glass? I've been watching the Hopper Network. Really hoping that I can jump in there a couple times. What else do we got? Kirkland. We have Kirkland in the house. This stream is sponsored by Costco at the moment. So there we go. Man, I can't believe how nervous I am about this hit. I just don't understand. But the thing is, what I want to do is, I could go for Axiom. Axiom... It's like they said in the note standard. There's only, 1 shock or 2 shock Axiom. But I want to go for the highest force points first. That's our general. Start with the high force points. So let's get rolling, I suppose. Again, I've been trying to delay this as long as I can. Let me just look at this one more time. They say it's only, the note says 3 shocks from 9. I think they're talking about like going between the boom cannon and the cannons, but that makes me a little bit nervous because I'm probably going to spread too wide. So I'm just going to park right up in here. Got to clear some of these mines as well. Don't really think that's for 1 sec. I gotta ban some. 1 sec. Okay. Goodbye. Thanks for coming out. Not really required. Yeah, bullet with energy drink is very fun. I'll do some of that later on. For right now, we'll the joke is that Kirkland Costco, you know. Okay, so oh man, I've been trying to put this off as much as I can. Let's just do it. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this. This path is not going to be super ideal, I don't think. Come on, gunboat captain. Come on, gunboat captain. Look at that. He actually got all of the mines. I love it. I'm going to clear these just because I'm being super, super paranoid here. And I have 213 GBE. That's one of the beauties of this. Now, I think that I can get away with a bit of a sloppy landing. I'm going to move my smoke over a bit, not using the spot, because the bottom left corner of shore is not actually defended, I don't think. I'm going to go right up into there. And that way I can drop brick a little bit late. That was my... Oh man, I didn't fit brick in. Shoot. Goodbye, brick. I thought for sure I went far enough wide. Not a good start, nonetheless. Let's keep walking. I can't believe I lost brick already. Gonna lose a couple Zukas too. 1, 2. Bam, bam. Bigelow. Okay, so we're in good shape as far as that goes. Okay, gonna get wrecked by that mortar a little bit. Gonna throw critters down there and shock here. And critters over there. Am I gonna fail? Please don't fail. Really wish I had brick right now. Really wish I had brick right now. Come on, go down. Oh man, I don't understand why that hurts the 5-man. That is gonna cost us. What did I get to? That is why I should have. That's gonna cost us 94 points now. That sucks. Like, I mean, I want to look at that because I intentionally put my smoke because, like, the spot is right. Let's just see where my first smoke was. I don't understand this at all. Come on. I see my smoke was over from... that should have fit. I don't know. Should have fit brick in. I just feel like a dummy at the moment. But, man. I can't even believe I didn't get brick in there. Okay, now... let's go invite, please. And let's go find another operation to, let's go like this. Let's get the Hopper Network up. Where did you go, Mr. Hopper Network? Oh, let's leave. Goodbye, Operation Reward. Now, we wait for the Hopper Network. Nothing up. Let's just attack something. Oh, man, I can't believe I started off with a fail. That bugs me so bad. So, let's get energy drink upgraded, actually. Now, let's switch to... well, I want to show you, like, this account is strictly... hey, Goldenstone original Triangle 5 member. This account has many, many novelties. Explosive charge level 4. Universal remote level 5. Going to do energy drink up to 5 as well. Just straight up, like I'll show you why explosive charge. Like this is explosive charge is straight up ridiculous. Your dad takes away your iPad? Why do you get take away your iPad? That's no fun. Let's get like explosive charge. If you want to just absolutely make someone feel silly about their base. Let's get a smoke there. Still can't believe I failed that. I knew that was going to happen too, but I didn't. I thought if anything, I didn't think I would screw up that way. I thought for sure it would be not brick. That would be the problem. So explosive charge, just like with universal remote, it's just so silly. Oops, I didn't even see. That's why I need to get level 5, but I'm short on what are those things called? I am short on hero tickets tokens. Sadly, actually, I guess I could maybe buy them from the. And then we'll get that. Just like you can clear the entire base with this, and bullet and an energy drink would take this base down easier. But I feel like everyone's using bullet and energy drink at the moment, so I'm gonna do the opposite of that and energy drink this silliness. I mean, not energy drink. Ah, man, my heart is still pounding from that stupid failure. Come on, let's get all of this stuff cleared out. Hopefully we can get, let's drop some critters back there just to get the damage onto the hot pot as well. Oh, I'm totally going to be too late on those artilleries, aren't I? Yet. There we go. Now, I'm not even going to be able to take this base out. I feel like a dummy again. I'm just going to let Brick die, or River Spark die here. Let's retreat. Reddit bootcamp, I will be there. I will jump in if that's fine. Let's get back. Do we have anything open? No, the op room is closed. It was active for like the last 20 minutes. Oh man, I feel like my total I lost my mojo there. Let's see if we can attempt. I wish I would have bought these instead. I could have got this up to Yeti mic setup coming. Fantastic. Yeti mics I have one of those. They're not terribly exciting. It won't blow your mind or anything. Let's get someone with. Oh, of course you have a shield generator. I think let's go back to that base I just attacked. I feel like I need to wake up here. That was not a good start. And the alley op room is not going very well. QQ. Let's close all this stuff off. Let's get rid of you. Let's just energy drink and pull it up. Oh, da hi da ha ba dee da. That's my Scottish impersonation, by the way. Come on. Yeah, it's true, Goldenstone. I'm still getting used to it, and that one hurt. That one hurt a lot because I tried to watch. There's no video on Conveyor either, by the way. So I was a little bit put off by the whole. I'm gonna get wrecked on this. Let's shock here. There we go. Go away. There we go. This guy must have some ice, because I'm totally wasting GBE here. How much did is there ice over here? Or just one? I thought I barraged that shock launcher like 4 times. Clearly I'm not paying enough attention. I wish you'd come back. Goldenstone, you should totally come back, by the way. What's going on? You came back. Do I need to ban you again, Mr. Boxy? I think that was you that I had to ban because you didn't know how to talk to people. Okay, there we go. Goodbye. Thanks for coming out, bud. I don't understand people. Like, do you like? Is like swearing make you feel cool or something? Don't get it. Yeah, Yeah, I should. That's one of the problems that I have, Taco, is that I have a really hard time showing operation hits because there is a ton of it out there, but I don't know. Maybe I need to reevaluate and show fails more often or show hits more often. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I was more waiting for the fact that I should have been. I'm not using energy drink correctly. I agree 100%. But I am trying to get this shock launcher down, and I totally forgot what I was doing. And did I this artillery last time or something? I don't understand. Anyways, let's get rid of some stuff. Now, I totally used it wrong again. I'm just over paranoid that what's that thing called? That hot pot is going to wreck me. That's my concern here. So, get rid of the flamethrower first, would you? There we go. Now let's get rid of this thing. Man, I just am doing terribly on this. I don't. My brick usage. I mean, not brick. Bullet. I can't even say his name. Oh, what new setup op? What's this new setup op we're talking about? I'm totally missing out on something, I feel like. Oops, I'm Interstellar Michael Keaton. How old is that movie? Oops, I've totally forgot to watch the game room. And I just missed a hop. Awesome. I reopened. Oh man, I just totally missed out on 2 ops because I'm trying to do too many things at once, and this is not going well, I have to admit. Okay, now, let's try and think this through a little bit, as this person's wondering what the hell's happening on their base when they come in tomorrow. At least I'm giving them some defense. That's super nice of me, I suppose. Now, I'm just gonna pop this up. Using way too many barrages. Come on, hot pot. There we go. Now, if my understanding is right... No, I'm thinking a taunt. So, now, 103 GBE to get to the back should be reasonable. Don't need to smoke him nearly as much as I have been. Don't really know why I was doing that, because it's bullet, for God's sakes. Now, let's try this again. Now, let's get you into the corner, and hopefully I can stop sucking so terribly hard. Now, obviously, bullet shoots faster when he's injured, so let's get rid of you first. There we go. Now, shoot some stuff. There we go. Now we've got tons of GBE for the old energy drink, or fighting water, or whatever you want to call it. Start shooting a bit faster. Let's let you get into the red. There we go. Energy drink. And actually using energy drink for healing, which is the way it's supposed to be done. I'm a dummy. Sorry about that. Another energy drink. Bum-ba-da-bum. Now, obviously attacks go way better when you climb them. Weird. Who would have thought? Now, do we have enough GBE to get rid of him? No, we don't. Oh, finally. Finally. Yay! Okay. Do you have an off does off? I don't know what that means. Yeah, no, it's not. I hope you're joking, but actually, if you guys haven't seen it yet, the new iPhone X on with Boom Beach looks absolutely terrible. It looks exactly the same. It looks like they've added bezels to it or something ridiculous because of they don't actually support the extra resolution. Energy drink is just level 2. That's my bullet on this account is fairly low level. Level 7 obviously is not low level, but energy drink's only level 2. And we just diamond finished that for those that joined. late. Now I'm just waiting for a opera quest to come up. If you have an operation that I can jump in and hit, please let me know and I'll jump in. So now this one, oh man, this is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. This is exactly the base that explosive charge is fantastic on. Where did you go? Right there. Everything's close. Check this out. This is going to be fun. Tech time. I always have a hard time figuring out what I should be explosive charging. I'm going to avoid the stuff on the left-hand side. We'll just explosive charge on the right. So, and we're going to double tap. Of course, always double tap. Double tap's a little bit harder with... Oh, I didn't get the double tap out, damn. But a little bit harder with explosive charge because it damages everything around it, obviously. But still, always, I just got a double tap. Got a double tap, and you don't want to use it too close to her, or bad things will happen. I promise. Okay. Now the problem with explosive charge is that the attacks take like 10 minutes. Now let's get this right here. Obviously, it's not 10 minutes. That was a complete hyperbole. Come on. Oops, need a med kit. Need a med kit in a hurry. Oh, snap. That was close. Back we go. Back we go. Run away. I don't think I have any mines I can hit at the moment, because her health is just so ridiculously low. Don't be excited. Don't be excited for Scorchers. Scorchers at HQ 18 are a waste of time. Scorchers are a complete waste of time until you get them to at least level 6. So I wouldn't get terribly excited about them if I were you. You Zuka's not just bullet. That's not the point of this. The point of this is ridiculous attacks, and I mean, I can with the amount of GBE that I have full boost here. Oh, there's a opera quest, I think. Oh damn, it's just a random blank generic message. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Scorchers are great for clearing NPC, but until you get them up to level like 6, it's just a complete waste of time. I don't recommend being excited or using them or anything like that. So now we gotta wait for all these critters to do their work, but that's okay. I just like the fact that the beauty of these attacks is I just picture the person opening their attack log and seeing that they were rated by just Everspark. I can't... What's that? Yeah, for sure. But I feel like Bullet's taking over a lot of that, so we'll see. Quit shooting my critters. I'm going to shoot you with an explosive charge to the face, Mr. Cannon. Let's get one more out. Now the problem of, am I going to have enough GBE to take all of this stuff out? How do we do that? Let's go like this and like this. Need the sniper tower down most of all, just because they shoot so darn fast. I feel like I can't do this Everspark thing anymore. It's taken for way too long. I'm gonna run out of time with attack. Come on, come on. Need a little bit more. I'm gonna run out of GBE. No, we're not. We're gonna go right there. I'm gonna run out of time. Let's just run out of time. I need an operation. Someone give me an operation. The opera room on Telegram was just flying through when I started this, and there's been 0 since. So someone wanted... I'll show you why I'm not doing a Zuka attack. Like, the reason why I'm not doing a Zuka attack is because I'm full boost, and so let's just take this person out with no shocks. 213 GBE, full boost, is ridiculous. Like, I'm only at 750 BP. This person's at 813. Let's go no shocks. I could probably do with no smoke even. We're gonna use Everspark with this. She's got explosive charge loaded, which is completely useless for us. But like, these are the kind of attacks that I don't show because They don't take any skill, and I don't think they're exciting. We'll put some critters in there. We'll flare the core. I'll throw like more critters just willy-nilly, and we won't use any shocks, and like that's not exciting to me. You guys might find it exciting. I mean, I've still got enough GBE for a shock and a smoke, and I threw like 7 critter boxes, and yeah. Zmot is sleeping. Cool. Only 211, Josh? That's not enough, man. Did I get invited? Oh, I got invited. Oh, I forgot. I left there. Let's see if any of these guys... man, there's no ops anywhere. The Hopper network was so busy. I feel like a bit of a dummy here. Can't buy that. Blah, blah, blah. Let's have a look. What else can we do? Let's see if we can get Bullet. Let's get Bullet backloaded. I don't want to use Bullet, though. Bullets take, like, all of these things are just... I feel like I'm too impatient for all this stuff. Let's... Oh, there we go. There we go. I got it. There's an op. What does that even say? I hate having to type these in. Blah, blah, blah. 8U GUY. This is the worst screenshot ever. Is that a J? Yes. Yeah! I am in. No retreating. What operation are they doing? Oh, Fox. Stronghold. Stronghold, Foxtrot. Stronghold in 29 attacks. Foxtrot in 19. Not bad. Let's go. Let's get started. 7 minutes? I'll be there in a sec. What's the, Let's have a look. The thing about RCZM, or ZM, or whatever you want to call it, is that there are so many good players out there using it. I highly recommend checking out the PSC Life. Mr. Ryan is one of the best in the world at it. He is climbing the leaderboards ridiculously fast. A good troop combination with Scorchers is Scorchers and Tanks. That's about the only troop combo. You can use Scorchers and Zukas, but why, I guess. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Charizard? You have a name, so calling you Aaron doesn't really make sense. It's almost talking about the new iOS 11 emojis, 11.1. There is a bunch of new ones, like the puke. Really like the puke. What else was there? Oh, the curling. There's a curling rock. And a monocle. Hey, can you type, what's the Reddit, is it just called Reddit Bootcamp? I've never been in Reddit Bootcamp. Is that what it's called? Oops, Reddit Bootcamp, I'm guessing? Yeah, we'll have to jump there after. I like it a lot. Good night, Boy Joker. Why do I drop my troops before dropping your smokes? Because I have no patience. I don't care about the delay on PvP 99% of the time. The thing about the delay with PvP is that most of the time it's not relevant, because you're either using brick and battle orders, or for me, I've been using a lot of heavy Zuka. But as far as, like, I mean, if I do my smokes properly, you can get a good drop. But I end up losing the delay there, or I have my smokes overlapping a little bit. So I don't care about my drops at all. The majority of the time, I will just I find it much, much easier to just drop on top of the boats. And that way you get coverage every time, and you don't have to retreat or waste time. And you obviously lose the delay at the beach, but on PvP I don't care 97% of the time. Come on, let's get an operation started. Come on. Hey, there's an angry Smurf in the task force. Come on. Yeah. Charizard is actually... Oh, I guess I can't show you because I left the task force. But, yeah, Charizard has jumped into Triangle 5 as well. He took over for Vishal Cutty when he's taking a break. So, it's tough, man. 10-man task force, 5-man task force. One person leaves and you're just left scrambling. On operations, it depends. Like, there's a couple bases, like Complex, for example, where you'll drop your first smoke, and then you'll drop all your troops, and then you drop your second smoke. And the reason for that is that they will walk into that second smoke, and you want that second smoke to last a little bit longer, and you need that extra time for them to walk into that smoke. What's going on, Abins Joe? I don't know how to say that name. Come on. This is gonna be funny. I'm gonna get brick loaded because this is gonna be a mad rush to get a hit in because they got like 8 hoppers. 7 hoppers. Man, this is... Yeah, I mean, realistically, on PvP, I don't often care about the delay. It definitely helps if you're going to the back of the base, but if you're just walking to the front, you're going to have enough GBE for shocks that... Come on, start an op. It's going to be a mad rush. As soon as this starts, there's going to be like 7 people hitting, especially if it's Stronghold. Come on, please don't start Stronghold. That would be just ridiculous. This could be a world record on fastest operation if they start Stronghold. What hero ability should I use with Warriors? Taunt. Taunt is absolutely amazing. I'll show you. I think I had an unboosted hit here. Where did that go? Nope. Did we start? Like, watch this. Taunt with Warriors is just so good. I did not plan to show this attack, but just standard warrior hit. But I'll show you what I've been doing. Like, what you can do with Taunt is this. Ready? Just throw all medkits and Taunt. And, like, nothing shoots the warriors. Like, look at this. Just warriors standing around. Nothing shooting at them. Taking out the base. And easy peasy. It's just so ridiculous. Did the operation start? Oh, that's funny. Everyone getting impatient. Everyone getting impatient, and the guy who started it is all concerned that they're all concerned that they're gonna. They usually have like 29 hits for Stronghold, and it's gonna go down in like 6 here. Come on. No to Smurf. Bullet with warriors is so. Do I clear my map with Elzukas? It depends. It really, really depends. Most of the time, I will, on this account, I'll use Zukas. I'll also use Warriors if I'm trying out some silly things. Oh, the operation started. Where's the operation? Let's do Machina, I think. Let's have a look at Machina. Do I want to do Machina 1, 2? There's a lot of rocket launchers there. Or do we do Commodore? I think with all my GBE, we're going to do Commodore. Oh man, look at all those. Look at all of those ridiculous boom mines. Let's get a boat of heavies loaded. I'm going to call it right now. Brick is going to die. Commodore. Let's go, Commodore. Bump, ba da bump, ba da bump, ba da bump. Well, Brick, will she die? I'm just afraid this boom cannon's going to shoot me in the face. Nothing. Oh man, did I just get... What do I need to do? I don't want to do quick charge because quick charge is going. I find that quick charge a lot of the times will get that server error too, and I don't want to deal with quick charge, so we're gonna stay away from that. Oh, that Titanic's in there. That laser's gonna be a pain. Should we do ballast? I have to change troops if I want to do ballast. Man, someone already got that. Paradox. Let's look at Titanic. See, I knew this was gonna happen. Oh, man. What do we got here? Let's look at Titanic. I want to do it up. Titanic, what do we got here? We've got one shock. I can get into there, so I can go 1, 2, 3. I suck at Titanic. I don't want to screw up their Titanic is the problem. But if I go in there, I've got to deal with these rocket... No, I'm not doing Titanic. Screw that. They can have... That's done. That's done. I don't know that I ever do I haven't done Paradox in forever. Maybe we'll just do that. Oh, no, this is not the base I thought it was. Where do you even attack Paradox from? I've only done Paradox when I'm on my level 40 account. I can't see them nerfing him. I mean... He doesn't work for higher VPs, so he just makes lower VPs easier, which I think is good. Commodore is down. Let's just do quick charge, whatever. This was not what I was hoping for at all. I can go like this. Let's bring Everspark. Can I park there? No, I can't park there. This is not going the way I had hoped. I got beat to all the bases. Whatever, let's do Titanic. I hate Titanic so much. Commodore was so easy. Yes, Commodore was very easy, but by the time I loaded a boat of heavies, I got beat to it. I'm not going to just attack their op with the wrong troops. That's not the way the Hopper network is designed to work, and that's not the way I work, so... Let's have a look here. Yeah, that's the way that I always do it on the with low levels. Because I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to do it with high levels. I mean, I haven't done. It's only what's that one? Oh, there's no mortar here. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's get rid of our heavies, or maybe we should keep the heavies. I'm not rushing this enough. Oh shoot! Oh, wrong button. Button. Let's bring Everspark. What the heck? No, let's not do that. I'm just gonna... One shock. I think I'm overthinking it. Anytime I go to someone else's task force, I way overthink it, because I don't want to be that guy that rushes in and fails. Let's go to Paradox. Good. Have a good... Oh, did I forget about boot camp? I'm totally going to forget about boot camp. I gotta get going. Bum. I think I'm totally going to miss boot camp. And I missed that line too. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Let's get rocking and rolling. I didn't even check the core health, so hopefully it's not something overly ridiculous. Let's get over into here. We'll drop brick late. We're gonna hit that boom mine right in the face. Awesome. Exactly what I was hoping. How many Zukas did I lose there? Oh, okay, only like 4. Not a big deal. Let's go right to there. Brick is gonna get in front. I'm tapping the smoke button too many times. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that rocket launcher was gonna see me for sure. Let's drop an artillery on that. There we go. Come on. Okay, now then. Let's drop some critters in there and we'll shock right there. Easy peasy. Yeah. Hopefully we don't lose brick, because if we do, I'm gonna be sad. That's somewhat better. There we go. Oh man, I totally overthought this, but that's okay too. Now, critters and shocks and shocks. Shocks. More critters. More battle orders. Okay, much, much better. Yay! Okay. I love how the fact they were all worried about their operation, and they have 2 bases standing after 5 attacks. Okay, let's leave. New operation room. So, you're talking about the best troop with warriors. Bullet, I mean, Brick is still very, very good, but Bullet is just a complete beast. Like, using Taunt with Bullet. I think there's a shield gen base here ahead. Let's see if we can find that shield gen base. The bonus from the hero abilities do not stack. I haven't checked with Bullet, but so far there's been no ability stacking that I've been aware of. Let's go like this. I don't have troop health, so I have to be a little bit more careful than not with warriors. But I mean, with Bullet, you don't even need troop health because he just eats up all of the damage. It's just absolutely silly. Now, I haven't been doing a ton of bullet hits with warriors, so I'm still using ground flares. I don't know if the turtles and the Mike 38s or 76s or whatever he is of the world are doing that or not. Basically, as soon as I'm gonna totally get wrecked here. I did not clear any mines. Speaking of no troop health. Oh man, saved by my overusage of medkits. So I'm just gonna shock here and shock here. The reason why I do that is just so I can get another taunt out, because otherwise, what's his face? Otherwise, if you get shocked by the shock launchers, you can't get a taunt out. So, I mean, I lost a couple warriors to those mines, but it's just so strong. It is just. I mean, actually, that's a good point. Thank you very much. Let's see if I can get to Reddit Bootcamp. Reddit Bootcamp. Thank you very much for the reminder. Oh. Let's see here. Let's see here if I'm too late. Did I make it in? Did I make it in? Did I make it in? Theriac, I owe you a beer. If I ever see you, I will buy you a beer. Sour grapes. What should I do here? What should I do? Where is Sour Grapes? I don't even, where is Sour, oh, up here, okay. I haven't, Sour Grapes feels like this, by the way, this is Reddit Bootcamp. If you're a new player, I'll give them a plug here. Reddit Bootcamp, this is the low-level learning task force for Reddit. As you can see, all these low guys and girls, they are a great teaching environment. I highly recommend checking them out. Much the same as Infant 9 we have on our side. I think we're kind of like, I wouldn't say copying them, but we're taking a lot of the things that they're doing extremely well. And they move their players from boot camp up to smoke and throughout. But great place to learn. So what should we hit? What should we hit? I haven't seen any. I don't even know what residue looks like. What is residue? Okay. Oh man. You can probably flash kill a core on this. I like it. Key. One of those words that you, as an English speaker, don't know how to pronounce until you're heard. You hear it spoken. 400,000 health. Okay. What should we do here? I'm just gonna park right here, I suppose. I haven't done key in. I'm here to do whatever's most helpful. Let's get some Zukas loaded. Probably don't want to use. What is up, Kentucky Gamer? I hope I said that right. I don't know that I've ever encountered you or met you, but hello, yo. Wicca. Good troop combo for mid-level is all Zukas or rifle Zuka medic. One of those two are very, very good. How long have I been streaming for? 47 minutes and 35 seconds, approximately. I can probably just BART. I'm going to BART out that. Otherwise, I don't ever recommend BARTing something out like this, but what? I didn't even check the level. I'm assuming I can just walk over the mines on this operation as well. But let's just clear some mines and clear out that. I really wanted to stand there for some reason. I don't really know why that's the case, but let's go like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. I think, I don't even know if I had to smoke shore there or not, but whatever. Better to be overcautious. If I fail on Sour Grapes, I'm going to be a laughing stock of my task force, I think. So we will just walk up here and walk into here. Bam, bam, Bigelow, and we'll do mid. How many shocks do I even need? I didn't scout all that terribly well. I think I'm more nervous for this hit than the previous hits, because if I miss this, it's going to be bad news. 2 shots, and down it goes. And some critters on top, just for the icing on top of the cake. Whew. My favorite troop in the game. I am a little bit wonky as far as one of my favorite troops in the game is actually the Cryos. I know that they're useless, and but one of the things that I like about them is the way that they extend. The beam gets farther as you upgrade. It's kind of like a weird little quirky thing that no one probably pays attention to, but I just like the way it was put into play, and they make RZM so much stronger. Everyone's screen go black. Unbalanced is so, yeah, but the thing is, everyone's saying Bullet's overpowered, but people have been wanting the game to be more offensive for a long time, and when you get up into into the higher VPs, Bullet is not really super op or OP or whatever you want to call it. I mean, he works very, very well for some attacks, but he isn't ridiculous. Or I actually sent Theriac a bunch of book recommendations recently, so that's kind of funny. Okay, I'm out. Anything else pop up? No, it's just crazy. What's my name on Telegram? Zmot. that's it. That's all. I think my actual handle, I think, is zmot.bb, which is the same as my Reddit name, I believe. I don't even know where to check that. Where do I even check that? Yeah, it's zmot.bb, as in Zmot Boom Beach. I had to refresh on YouTube. Oh, perfect. My favorite gunboat ability was... Can I use the temporary ones? Am I allowed to use the temporary ones? Does that count? I love that hacking the core. That was one of my favorites for sure. Let's do an RC. Do I have a... Yes. Let's load up a... don't need 2 boats medics anymore. That's just silly. Whatever. We'll just do this. Do I have... Yes, I do. Okay. And this is like, if you're a mid-level player, you're looking for a troop combination. RCZM is just so good. Obviously, you don't have cryos at the lower levels, but I mean, I'll just watch this. I'll just throw critters out in front, and we'll just watch this attack basically. Not having to smoke is very beneficial for a lot of people. If you have to use smokes and worry about mines and stuff, it can be a little bit overwhelming for some low to mid-level players. So with RCZM or RC's, what is this? RC's, what is it? RZM, you don't need to worry about smoking, so it takes one thing. I mean, obviously you do smoke. There are times when you want to smoke the troops, but you can just nick at night a lot of the time. I haven't even used any shocks yet, and all of my Zukas are still alive and kicking here. Obviously, I'm full boost, and that's a little bit over the top, but and look how much GB I have left. Like, just walking. And obviously, that is not a... So I gotta complete my smile. What's the best hero? The best hero is Everspark for sure. At the higher levels, you're going to want to use Everspark with Universal Remote. And the reason for that is, on the higher level bases, I can't show you. Actually, let's see if I can show you what... So what you want to do with Everspark is you want to use her Universal Remote and save it till the last... This is not a good base. That base is... Everything's too easy at this VP is the problem. So what, actually let's just do this then. This will not be a very good example because, again, RCZM basically requires troop health. If you don't have troop health, you're going to have a whole bunch of problems with RCZM. It just makes the world of difference to have your rifles be able to stand up front. Oh man, that's not good. I dropped the wrong troops. No, that was a bug. That was a bug. They fixed it. That was part of the radius bug, I believe. So the damage. I think what was happening was they were doing damage to. Man, that's why my boats are all out of order. Let's fix that. There we go. Is this the base? I'll show you what you do. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll show you what the trick is with Everspark. Don't use Universal Remote at the beginning of the attack. What you want to do is you want to save it for towards the end. Now, again, I am not the expert on this. I know a bunch about it, and I've done some good attacks when I was closer to like 1300 VP. But right now on this account is going to be a new experience because again, no troop health. So let's drop nice and wide. Get the rifles out front to get shot in the face. Rifle flags are way higher up the beach intentionally. Let's throw some critters. They just get wrecked. Just getting absolutely wrecked. Let's get some more critters out front. Probably should be shocking something. Now let's come back over into here, and what'll end up happening is at the higher VPs you'll end up having 2 shield generators, and we can come over to the right hand side and remove the 1 shield generator, and then there'll still be one on the left-hand side, so your troops will just be bashing away at the core. And so what you want to do, come on, you want to use the universal remote as your critter shield, as your I should say your as a shield. So as soon as this, come on, as soon as that boom cannon's down, now by hitting the universal remote, everything on the far side will now target that boom cannon, and we can just pound away at core right in here. So the universal remote is incredibly useful, especially at higher ice levels. Like at this low level, it's not a huge deal, but you see how everything is targeting that boom cannon, and our Zookas can just pound away at core. So the critter swarm is probably useful at low levels. Once you get into the higher levels, you're not going to be able to take everything out on this side, and you're going to have a second shield gen over there. So use your universal remote, and you can do a ton of good stuff. Have I ever been to Ontario? Yes. Jude, you are full of questions. I've been to Toronto a bunch of times. Buddy got married in Algonquin Park, I think that's what it's called. They rented out the kids' cabins. It was awesome. Like, awesome wedding. The guys stayed in one cabin, girls in another cabin, which is pretty weird for, like, everyone is, like, between the ages of, like, 25 and 45, and yeah, good times. It was pretty cool, actually. All the guys, it felt like I was, like, 12 years old again or something. But yeah, and they had like an obstacle course, and it was awesome. Algonquin Park, probably saying it wrong, but it was awesome. Big fan. What other troop combos are there good? If you're a mid-level player as well, Grenadiers, no operations in a long time. So, for mid-level player, Grenadiers with medics are also extremely good. With that, again, Everspark, like, Kavan is useless for basically every troop combination. I can't think of one that Kavan is best with off the top of my head. I would maybe Tank Medic, but I kind of doubt that too, because Bullet has been kicking serious butt with Tank Medic. Ever since they fixed Everspark, her passive critters, the hero perk, is just so strong. Like, they're flying out. So, yeah, I mean, maybe you might want to use Critter Swarm with Grand Medic, but for me, it's just all about Universal Remote. And how do I feel about the Angry Family? They are doing great things. They're kicking butt on the leaderboards and teaching new attacks and doing fantastic things. They've got a ton of fantastic players. But I don't know. How's that? Let's see what we can use on this attack. So the reason why I like to use that Universal Remote with Grand Medic is because anytime you get close to a boom cannon, it's nice to be able to remote it and just get it going. Or what I'll even do is I will just go like this and drop in for starters and just remote random things and just remove all bunches of stuff and then come back to the left shore and drop the rest of it. Oh man, are you serious right now? I would retreat right now if I wasn't doing a live stream. Yeah, I mean, I upgraded Ice Shield to max on my other account, but now I feel a bit dumb about it because I don't ever use it. Like, I don't like Kavan, I don't like the way he walks. I don't like, the Bullet is just better suited for most things. And when Bullet's not suited, then I use Everspark. I mean, then I use, what's it called? I use Brick. So, really, like, there's no use. Kavan right now is just so completely useless for me. He might be useful for some people, but I just have absolutely zero use for him whatsoever. Like, I don't care about Kavan at all. So, I feel like bringing out Bullet basically made Kavan completely useless. I probably should just Bart this out. Let's just Bart out the Doom Cannon. There we go. That's better. Now, I lost a Grenadier fairly early on. I'm gonna guess to that front cannon that was there. Go away. There we go. Now this is where Everspark's remote will be very handy. Assuming it comes out. Are you kidding me? Why did you take... Everspark just ate it. I thought for sure that remote should have taken the boom cannon. That seems a little bit weird. Come on, I should have had more critters out. I kept waiting for the passive critters, but they never came because Everspark is dead. And again, see, like, not a terribly good attack. But the full boost just makes everything so easy. The point of upgrading Everspark is that every upgrade that you get with Everspark, I can't show you the low level. Yeah, I agree 100%, Fitz. I talked about that a second ago about how Everspark is like the #1 troop. I use Bullet. I use Bullet a fair bit too, but Everspark. So as far as Everspark, why you upgrade her? This perk spawns critters every 4.3 seconds at max. Before that, it spawns them slower. And so you're going to get A, more health, and B, faster critters. You don't get more critters, but you just get faster and faster and faster critters. No, yeah, I prefer brick. I prefer brick with warriors myself. I can understand why you could say that, but it's just I don't like the way he walks with troops nearly as much as brick. And using brick makes you use ground flares, which I think makes your game progress a little bit faster with warriors. Just my thought. What else do we have here? No, there's been 0 operations. Like, before I started the stream, there were 1, 2. There's like six ops. Just not the right time of day to do it. Yeah, let's do that right now. My base has been raided a couple times with tanks, and I don't have any tank loadout, of course. I'm not a big fan of tanks, but I have seen a couple attacks with them that has just been ridiculous, like completely ridiculous. And it makes me sad because I hide a Doom Cannon on most of my base. I wonder if I have a hidden Doom Cannon. Yeah, see, I've got a hidden Doom Cannon, and with tanks, you'll pick off like 9 tanks before someone will notice. But ever since Bullet came out, the Bullet just gets hit by the Doom Cannon and he just laughs at it and calls it a day. Do I like Lego? Yes. My kids are obsessed with Lego. They play Lego like 6 hours a day, I would say. Especially on weekends. They'll get up on their own and go downstairs and play Lego. And so that is the #1 reason I like Lego, is because I get to sleep in, because they'll just get up, go downstairs and play with it for hours and hours, which makes... Oh, I mean, when I say sleep in, I mean to like 7 or 8, but... yes, I love Lego. I have tons and tons of Lego and very, very many good memories of building and building and building. Can Sparky Explosive Charge take out prototypes? I'll show you. The answer is sort of. So where's that prototype? Oops, I got wrong ability. Are you saying he's gay as in like he's not good, or gay as in homosexual? I don't know what we're after there. Either way, I don't know that I care. Let's keep moving on. I don't edit videos. Basically, I don't edit videos 98% of the time because then they just don't get uploaded. When I do, I use a bunch of free open source stuff for the most part. See, if you flare on the Doom Cannon, I'm second guessing myself all of a sudden. I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to take the next closest defense, and I think she's probably going to die. But let's just find out here, I suppose. I'm pretty sure it won't work. It'll hit something else, but let's damage this. I'm probably too late for that. Shoot, I'm probably going to She's probably gonna die. Yep, she is. Oh, did she kill herself? Yeah. See, she basically takes the closest defense. You can attack prototypes by flaring things beside them, and the damage will jump onto the prototypes, and you can destroy prototypes that way. So you'd have to flare the cannon or the boom cannon, but you can't actually flare on the prototypes themselves, if that makes any sense. Yeah, Yu Wang, jump into Triangle 9, man. We would love to have you. Triangle 9, actually, it might be full, I think. Let's just have a look. After my last call for help, we had a bunch of people jump in. Triangle 9, let's have a look. Oh, we got one spot right there. That is where you want to go, Mr. Yu Wang. Sony Vega costs money everywhere, as far as I understand. I don't know. I'm not a video editor, so I'm not a professional video guy, so I don't know anything about... Oh, I hate it when it does this. Anytime you've joined a bunch of task forces, I find that my phone just locks up. Like, my phone is completely locked up right now. Can't type. Let's get rid of that. Let's get back in there. You can see I was playing Brawl Stars before this came up. There we go. There we go. Got invited back. Let's try the tanks with Bullet. I haven't done this attack. This is going to be terrible, I assume. Let's use energy drink. I don't think we want to taunt. Where did that person go? Right about there. Oh, everywhere. Like, oh, I don't have my I don't have my scrolly thing. Would you go check the what is that thing called? Check the description of this video, and I'll have a bunch of task force links in there. All of our task force could use people. It's just one of those things that right now we're kind of in a lull where people are quitting. I think something like 10 of the top 50 teams have quit recently just because of the server error 2, or whatever it's called, bug. Like, people are so incredibly frustrated right now. So it's tough. We're losing people. The community is, from what I've seen, shrinking faster than it's expanding, which is a little bit scary. And but hopefully some stuff comes out in the next bit that saves us. Because I need to get away from that stuff. Let's get away. Oh man, get out there! Thank you, Mr. Bullet. Did I just lose a tank? I lost 2 tanks. Come on. Thank you, Bullet. This is like, just walking up to a boom cannon with Bullet is so ridiculous. It wasn't keeping track of what's happening. Like, just getting shot in the face by the boom cannon as the tanks make their way up. Just ridiculous. I need to get way over here. Let's smoke away. Probably should have flared back instead, but whatever. Come on, this is the problem for me. The tanks are just so slow. Like, this is just painful. This is why I don't use tanks. Like, with our CZM, this base would have been down by now, but instead we just have to wait and wait and wait for the tanks. I wish the energy drink would, like, make them go faster too or something, because, man, like, just so painful. Uh-oh, I'm gonna totally get crushed right in here. Let's go like this. Come on, I need you to come in here. Come on, come in here. I am not good with tanks. This attack is looking terrible right now. Hopefully, old Bullet can stand in front for a minute and save us from this terrible, terrible attack that's about to happen. Come on, Bullet, save the day. Bullet's about to eat it too. Oh man, Bullet's dead. This is why I don't use tanks, because I'm not good with them. Not a well-planned attack whatsoever. Come on, get the boom cannons. This is terrible. At least I'm giving this guy it. Like, that's the beauty of these kind of attacks. Ever since Endless Reserves came out, my attacks have gotten so much sloppier, and I almost feel like okay with that, because attacking a 740 DP player with a full boost, I just feel like is not fair. So I'm okay with giving out I'm okay with giving out intel. Like, it's kind of counterintuitive or bad, but Yeah, that's probably the last time as well. Like, it's just way too slow for me, and I end up losing it. And the problem with tanks for me is that not only is it slow, but they spread out, and once they've spread out, I just don't focus on them enough. And like, I lose half of them off the screen. Yeah, brick, but brick, I'm not a tanks person, so I just can't do it. Let's see if we can finish. Is my map clear? Let's have a look. I was really hoping that there was going to be a bunch more operation attacks, but it's just so quiet in here. I just told you, you Wang, come to Triangle 9. Let's take it up. Let's go like that. Okay, let's see if we can just take down... the novelty attacks, for me, just take so much time. I've been behind on Bullet. Like, I realized that I've missed out on a ton of subscriptions and likes and views and stuff because Bullet. But with Bullet, it's just I don't have as much fun because it takes so long to do. I mean, he's fantastic, and it's ridiculous that you can take down bases with just Bullet. But let's just GD. Just every artillery possible. Warriors with Bullet is just so... I mean, all of those Warrior players out there are so happy right now. And they had to live with Brick, who took a while to figure out, and Everspark, who is useless, but with Warriors. I don't know. I feel like Bullet is very good for the game. People all along complained that defense was too hard, and Bullet is strictly an offensive juggernaut. Like, he's just so ridiculously strong. Let's just clear every possible. Just dropping. Yeah, that's yeah. Taunt Bazookas works as well. Problem with Taunt and Zookas is you kind of need to like move out of the way, and it's not easy. I've been doing it as like a novelty thing, and the other thing is like we've been taking down basically every person in our task force. We can take out their base using one boat of Zookas and Bullet. Like, obviously everyone is all offensive, but it's just so ridiculous. Like, one boat of Zookas is all you need to take down a non-ice base. It's unboosted. Like, he is just so incredibly strong. And his sound effects are fantastic too. Come on. It's already 10:23, wow. Yeah, well, so what I do with Bullet and Zookas is I bring him up and then I shock him in place and then move to the side, just to get some extra space. Because otherwise, there's just, like you said, there's just not enough space between. I think I might have said that before it came up, but yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Fatality. That's exactly it. You basically need to like shock him in place and move to the side, which. Uses extra GBE, but it does work. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't work. It definitely does work, but it's harder than most people like to do. So, and I don't. If I'm gonna shock him in place and move to the side, I'm just gonna load 2 boats of heavies and crush him anyways. Let's get. And we actually had a guy join Triangle 9. Totally, he said. You just reminded me, Taco. He joined and couldn't take down one of the guy's bases, and like admitted straight up that he's still learning. And then he actually went full boost just to do a friendly challenge, which was absolutely ridiculous, but it showed dedication. So that was. Where am I even going right now? I'm not entirely sure on. I think the fact. I need to understand his mechanics a bit better. I think that machine guns and flamethrowers are more dangerous to him than boom cannons. Someone correct me if I'm wrong there. Because I think that he takes limited damage per shot, so the fact that machine guns and flamethrowers shoot so fast, I think they're more dangerous. I hate how his health is hidden behind the health of the headquarters. A little bit annoying there. Is that shock launcher hitting me? Yeah, it is. Let's get rid of that shock launcher. There we go, that's better. The word was that he's Scottish. I don't know if they've actually, a bunch of people said, I think it said something about Gaelic in one of the texts about him, I think. Let's just use one of these things. Let's get, I didn't hear that. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It was like a glug, 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 glug. I've never heard that sound before, so if you guys don't play Boom Beach with the sound on, you really, really need to start doing it. Some of their sound effects are fantastic. Like when Everspark throws her explosive charge, the sound effects are awesome. And when... What else do we got here? No shock launchers. Yeah, so with Bullet, is that... so with Bullet, and like machine guns and flamethrowers are good, or strong, or dangerous, and shock launchers and shock blasters. I'm seeing a lot more shock blasters. I don't know if it's because of Bullet or what, but I've seen like at like the 1300 VP level, I'm seeing people with 2 shock blasters, which I've never seen before. But it might be that I'm looking for them more. I don't know if it's like one of those cause and effect things, or. But I'm seeing more and more shock blasters. So I don't know if that's to slow down Bullet or because of RCZM, or I don't know why I'm removing any of this stuff, to be honest. But let's see if we can draw critters somewhere. No freebie. Yeah, that sound effect is awesome. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. No, I'm using. I know I used the bottle. I used the bottle too early there, but I'm just trying to use this as a speed up thing more than a medical thing right now. Because stage 5 is. Actually, I guess I could probably just go like this. Let's just barrage the crap out of this, and he will live through it anyways. So, just in a firestorm, just laughing at it. Purple drank. I wish it was purple. That'd be amazing. I also wish it was the Dr. T's energy drink, whatever that was called. What was that? If anyone can remember that right off the top of their head, I'll be impressed. Yeah, grapplers. That's a good call. Good night, Mr. Char. It's an early night for you in the BC area. Well done on a Saturday night. I won't be that far behind you. I've done 3 operation hits now, fatality. I'm hoping that there's going to be an operation come up in the Hopper channel, but there has not been a lot today. There were a whole bunch, so I had an idea that I'd come on and do a whole bunch of operation hits, and then since then there's been nothing. So I'm just like almost refreshing the page, hoping for something. But Bullet to the back corner. Let's go right to there. Ha hee hee ha 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 ho. See, machine gun's just wrecking him. Yeah. Grapplers, do not recommend grapplers with anywhere near Bullet. Uh-oh, there we go. Ha hee hee ha ho ho ho. Uh-oh, need an energy drink. Come on, what's hitting me so hard here? Let's get rid of you. I feel like I'm getting hit by something. Is it those rocket launchers that are doing so much there? Oh, let's drop a critter crate back there. Oh, he just died. Are you serious? I wonder if I can... Not paying enough attention whatsoever. No, not gonna go down. I'm gonna have to try that again. Yeah, I know. I assumed there wasn't gonna be a lot, and then there were like 6 operations in like 10 minutes, so I was like, hey, let's do this, but then back to nothing. I totally figured this would be a dead time, but then I saw a bunch of operations up, and I thought, hey, let's do something different. I'll have to try this out another time, because, especially in the mornings, like, I've been hopping around a fair bit recently, and it's so nice to be able to just wreck operations. Like, just back to back to back until you're out of gold, basically, spending like 5 million gold. I just see, like, I'm just so paranoid about smokes. I'm wasting so much GBE on these smokes, and there's absolutely no point in doing it. I just want to get away from those machine guns a little bit. There we go. Come on. Hee ho ho ho. Come on. That's better. That's a better spot. Get nice and low. Come on, get some red in there. Come on. And let's get the bottle out. Only level 2 bottle. I'm sure that once the energy drink gets maxed, it's going to be crazy. I don't foresee myself maxing it anytime soon because I'm just so low on ticket tokens. But I wish I would have maxed it before instead of a couple other things. Oh, resource bases. I hadn't thought about resource bases. That's a good call. Let's do some. That's a good call. I'll do a couple of those. I'm basically just waiting for my wife to finish doing her homework, so I have a bit of time here. Boom! Stage 6 goes down. All bullet. Is it only 2, Josh? I thought I did 3. I did Conveyor. I did Ballast or something, and Key. Key was a good one. Sour grapes. Can I do stage 7? Probably not. I kind of doubt that he can take this down. We'll use Gung Ho though. Gung Ho is my favorite. What's that called? Novelty attack, novelty strategy. So we'll go like this. Just so many heavies. It's ridiculous. For those that aren't aware, there was a guy on Caesar's map that was called Gung Ho, and he had this troop combination loaded. Why, we don't know, but man, is it ever ridiculous. Perfectly placed shock launcher. Thank you very much, shock launcher. I dropped my Zukas a little bit too late, and I flared a little bit too far, so that worked out pretty well. Come on. Now, let's get up into here. Yeah, I love you, heavies. This is such a ridiculous troop combo. We gotta go like 1, 2, and then 1 behind with these guys because they're just so ridiculous and they spread so damn far. Let's backflare into here maybe, and then we'll go with critters and shocks and things and I need to shock this stuff back here again, otherwise my Zukas are not gonna last. Like, just so like I don't recommend doing this troop combo ever. Man, don't be sorry. Questions were good. Worst punishment? I don't know. You mean like jail time, or like the one that I dislike the most? Let's use Zukas. Zukas and taunt. That's a good call. Who was? I think it was Josh maybe, or Taco, one of the two. So we use taunt against, like, just to show how ridiculous. I'll do some resource bases here with taunt and no shocks if we can. That'll be perfect actually, so I'll be able to do the shock and move away dealio. If you haven't taken out resource bases with Zukas yet, you have not lived. Now let's get what's his face going here. Ah hee hee ha ho ha ha. Now we're gonna go like this. Hopefully we can get back in there. I don't know if I actually shocked him in time or not. Let's drop. Oh, this is terrible. This is just terrible. There we go. No shocks, just taunt. Just taunt all the time. Like, it's silly. Like, The taunt is just so strong, and I still have 127 GB. Like, yeah, I got that. Oh, by the way, Castle, there's a typo in the op room um, pinned message. You have your spelled wrong twice, and it bugged me. And I was gonna private message you, but if you're here, then I thought I'd bring it up. I don't know who typed it or who wrote it, but it's got your. It's using the wrong your. I'm a grammar. Things like that bug me even though they shouldn't. So, let's go. Same thing. Let's make a nice little hole right here. Let's go into here. Actually, no. Let's. I already dropped the flare, so I might as well carry on. That is gung ho. That is not. That's not the. That's not the standard Vizuka. That's for sure. Yeah, gung ho is such a ridiculous attack. I'm gonna totally screw this up. I always end up not shocking him, which is a very, very bad thing to do. And then we're going to move to the side. I'm going to hit this button and this button, and then we just won't use any shocks because you don't need any shocks, and down it goes. Probably should have shocked this stuff, but it's just, with bullet and taunt, it just works so incredibly good. I have 118 GB left, so I'm not, it's kind of annoying. After you take a resource base, you don't get the reinforce button, which is kind of a pain. Come on. Is there anything on the up room? No, there's not. Let's go into here. Shock and move. Oh, I think we can take this one out. Ah, hee hee, ho 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 ho. Come on. Probably should taunt so he doesn't take damage from that stuff. Hi, 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 bye, bye, bye. Good night. Are you going to good night, or are you saying goodbye, goodbye, goodbye? I love 2-6. I use 2-6 all the time. That is my go-to. I very, very rarely use 1-7. Obviously there are some cases that 1-7 is very. Actually, let's go back here. I almost forgot. Let's go back in here and move this over here. You can always tell which resource bases. I recommend doing this if you can, just because it's an easy way to get your supply chest, and if they want to take it back, by all means, go ahead. But resource bases are not something that that I care about whatsoever. So, and I recommend not taking resource bases instead of taking them. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and bullet into there. And we'll go right up into here. I think I should be able to get bullet before we get there. Not have to use any extra flares or anything. Man, my walk on this is just not pretty. There we go. Ah, hee ho 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 ho. Come on. How much time's left in that shock? Not a lot. There we go. And we'll just, again, no shocks. Just bullet all the time. Like, look at this. It's just so silly how strong he is. Am I going to lose any Zukas here? I don't think I will. Like, it's so good. Like, bullet is so strong. Oh, yes. I think that's by, it's either NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, or, one of those other bands, like Bye Bye Bye. I'm gonna say it's Backstreet Boys, and I think it's the video where they're like dancing in a haunted mansion or something like that. Yes, I just brought up Backstreet Boys trivia. I am on fire tonight. It would have been way better if I could have brought up like a Backstreet Boys quote there and go with it, but yeah, what I've actually done is I've actually re-rolled those bases. If they really want the resource bases, I'm not gonna fight over them. Like, I mean, if they want them, I'll just roll a new person that will play the game. Some people are really want resource bases, and I will just I'll play with them a little bit just because it's fun to beat a base with like let's retreat. It's fun to beat a resource base with like one boat of Zukas when they watch them. Is it in sync? Darn. I totally thought I had that down. Yeah, I mean, if they want a resource base, they would have it. I will watch them fail with like their 7 boats of tanks or whatever, and then I'll just give it back to them. Come on, but it's fun to rearrange. Like, when I'll actually move all of the defenses to the back, and then they'll have to rebuild it. Like, I just get a certain amount of satisfaction out of that. It's just so ridiculous. Watching someone rebuild the base exactly how it was. And it's a little bit trollish, obviously, and I feel a little bit bad doing it. But man, it's. I wonder if I need to shock. No shocks again. Like, look at this. No shocks, resource bases. Just there's no shock launchers on resource bases, so you don't have to worry about anything. You just shock and. Yeah, exactly. Just crush the guy. Crush his hopes and dreams. Let's go back to here. Let's move this over up to the front. Move this back. There you go, then. Take it away. I wonder if we can use one. Let's use one bazookas instead of 2. 2 feels a little bit too strong with bullet. Okay, so we're gonna drop there. 1 bazookas. And now we're gonna go right here. Let's see. I wonder if I need to. I'll start killing off Zukas as we go along. Maybe we can take it out with like 1 Zuka or something. There we go. Got him shocked. We're gonna hit the taunt button. Now he's gonna come unshocked in a second. That's okay. There we go. Like, just so silly. 1 boat of Zukas versus... Oh, I've lost a couple. What happened there? Why did he die so fast? That's kind of surprising, actually. Let's see if we can take it out with G. Oh, I wonder if that machine gun ate him up. I'm gonna guess that's what it was. But with taunt, it shouldn't have been a problem, I don't think. I'm a little bit surprised. Man, failure. Thank you very much, Castle. I've I've been leaving smiley faces. I'm trying to be somewhat adult-like. I do like leaving the pen 15 on the beach, but sometimes I'm trying to. I guess it is kind of late at night here, but where my screen just totally slid on me. Man, I'm very curious to see what Boom Beach is going to look like on the iPhone X once they get it fixed, because that'll be kind of cool to see, like, the no bezel full screen Boom Beach. Will be look pretty sweet. There's a post on Reddit. Yeah, Bullet died crazy fast. I don't know what happened there. Uh-oh. There goes that taunt. Let's just throw like 12 medkits in. More medkits. Man, Bullet is just getting wrecked by those machine guns, I assume it is. I can't believe how fast he's dying. Oh. I'm gonna wrap this up. Let's get rid of this. Let's go back to 2 boats. Let's go get rid of this. And let's get rid of you. Probably like, I think rocket launchers also. I can hear that my wife has just finished her homework, so I'm gonna wrap this up pretty quick here. This was a distraction for me while she did her homework. So let's go 2 boats and 1 boat. There you go. Hold a ha. His sound effects are just so. I don't know if they're good or terrible, but either way, I like them. Shocking you there, and there and there. I've never taken attack so many resource bases so many different ways. Yeah, I tried the same thing. Yeah, I thought maybe medkits would save the day, but they did not. So taunt coming out, taunt coming out. There we go. Man, he's just getting wrecked. No, he's doing better this time. Doing a little bit better this time. No, he's not, though. It's gonna go down. Must be those rocket launchers. That's the only thing I can think of that, because they're shooting 15 at a time. The fact they're shooting 15 shots at a time must be. I can't think of any other reason why he's dying so fast. So, I think he just heard my office door open. That's the sound. I hate. I'll show you. Let's show that replay. That's one of the things. I really wish they would clarify what the deal is with taunt, because like Josh said, there's some weird stuff happening, and buildings that look like they're taunted aren't, and sometimes the buildings don't shoot, and sometimes they do. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I don't know. They just explained it a little bit, or maybe I'm just not understanding it. But let's see right here. This sniper tower. Let's see. I'm guessing he's talking about this one. Like this sniper tower clearly has the taunted icon, the red thing above it, but it's shooting my Zookas. So I get it. Like bullet is out of their range, but why is it showing as taunted? It should either not show as taunted, or it should not shoot. I don't know. It just seems weird, because like you'll see machine guns that don't shoot, and then all of a sudden the sniper tower is shooting. So weird things happening. Do I hate vape? Are you talking about vaping? I'm not a big fan of vaping. That's not something I do, but to say I hate it is a little bit. I don't hate many things. Let's go like this. I don't understand it, and you won't catch me doing it, but hate is definitely far too strong a word for that. Let's move this back. I'm done. That's it. Wish I could have hit more operations. I'll plan this better next time, where it's actually during a busy time period. There's not many operations starting right now, so yeah, it's frustrating. I wish they would explain it, or if they would change the icons or fix it. I don't know if it's a bug or not, but it's a little bit frustrating. So let's see, could I have enough to get him to max? What? 2 million gold. Too much at the moment, unfortunately. So I guess we're gonna have to call it a night. Thanks for coming in. There's a lot of people that were throwing some questions at me and suggestions at me, and it worked out well. I appreciate all of the questions and comments and suggestions and operation hits and all of those sorts of things. So let's get back into the task force. There we go. Man, I wish did someone take that down? Oh, let's watch Mr. Aaron. Let's just watch both of them first before that'll call it a day. This is Hams. I haven't watched this hit, but I'm gonna call it right now. Watch how fast his shocks come out. His shocks are just so ridiculous every single time. I need to slow this down for a second. Let's watch this. Let's watch that 1x mode. His shocks. How many shocks? 1, 2, 3, 4 shocks, I'm guessing. Come on. Oh, I'm paused. That's why I keep waiting for the shocks to come out, but we were paused. Watch this. Like, just so ridiculous. His shocks are just. I wish I could rewind and watch that again. Like, I love that. I love his shocks. Watching his shocks makes me feel so inadequate. My conveyor hit was sad. I'll show you though. I don't know anything about conveyor, and I totally screwed it up. So it was. I hate. I'll show you my fails though. Tapir, double smoke. This is the shock that everyone screws up, and I'm gonna guess that Char hits it. Let's see here. Oh, he's actually using an extra shock. Look at that. Super safe. Super well done. It's smart though, just because lower level up, do the extra shock, and then he gets the machine gun in the same shock afterward. So very well done. Oh, I hate showing my fails. Just totally bunged it up. Now, on this, I even intentionally moved my smoke to the right, but clearly I did not move it to the right enough, and I just, as soon as it happened, I knew I was in for a world of trouble. Watch this. I dropped Brick late and then realized that Brick was not going to make it, and I just... like, so far, we're not doing too badly. I mean, I've lost the delay. Let's move this down to 1x mode. I lost the delay. I didn't... These shocks are all reasonable. But then I didn't throw critters for this mortar, which was dumb. And then I realized too late that I was just not being smart. So critters. This mortar just totally wrecked me. I should have either tried to shock it or throw critters. And then just, like, right now it's just game over. GG. Yeah, I should have tried either. I should have either done the 4-way mortar shock or I should have thrown critters. Either way, it was just not terribly smart of me. And if I would have had brick, it wouldn't have been a problem. But just compounding problems. And 5-man doing choke point. Thankfully, Atlas is only 94 points, so we will go up in points. But I hate being that guy that fails. And we end up having a couple fails, like. We had a fail on sliding block from Hams. We had a fail on Machina. Like we're not perfect. We haven't been perfect for a while. But that's the problem with a 5-man task force. Is there's so much stress because if you fail, there's no making up for it because we're doing an operation that has 6 bases and there's only 5 of us. So. Yeah, I know. Could have saved Brick, but I basically wrote her off and figured I'd have enough damage, but that was a mistake too. So, it happens. And next time I'll just use a 3 smoke landing instead of a 2. And dumb. Oh well. That's it. Yeah, Axiom. Axiom is so like this Axiom. Anytime you see Axiom, it's just like candy. Like anytime you see Axiom or TechCrunch or what other bases? Like I'm still learning these bases. I've only been here for a while, but Dredge, anytime you see Dredge, it's just so happy to see Dredge. Gambit is just ridiculous. 4 losses. Complex, we see a lot of complex. Hams and I are both pretty good at complex. I gotta go. My wife's going to bed, and I should probably do the same thing. So, with 7 GBE statues and doing choke point, I should be doing. It's more important to be safe than to be pretty. So I'm still learning that. I'm used to doing Forlorn Hope for the most part. I've been doing Forlorn Hope forever, it seems like. So I'm still learning the rules of the 5-man and trying not to be the anchor, which I was today, which is kind of sad, but that's okay. I gotta go. Good night. Thanks for everybody coming in. Really appreciate it. That was fun. Good way to kill some time. And I'm out. Peace.